Okay, what's poppin', everybody? It's Mike with the Everything and More Store Show / Hot Topics. Okay, so as of right now, we're not gonna do, as of this video, I'm doing not ecom, I'm doing a hot topic. So, Bismillah. Without further ado, you've seen the title. So, basically, this video is gonna be about the individual who had created a certain organization. Uh, Basically, what tumbleweeded from that organization and where he's at now, what the future holds for him. Okay, so the individual who I'm speaking about uh, is Larry Hoover. Okay, so for those that don't know, in the I want to say like 60s and maybe early 70s, whatever, he had created an organization, which I don't really need to say too much. Those who know. Basically, this thing had, recruited a bunch of members, and they had took over drug trade. They had been responsible for a lot of different things. A lot of subgroups have spurred away or branched off and made other groups, and they're all kind of central around. Well, initially all central around Chicago. Now it's all over the United States, and maybe, who knows, maybe Canada or something. You know what I'm saying? They might got them in Alaska or somewhere. You feel me? So, yeah. So, and also, let me say while I say this is that this is all, anything that I say, I'm not, I'm not, like, if you know, so you understand, but if you don't, then I'm not really saying too much. But it's all public knowledge anyway. You get what I'm saying? So, he's saying it. Like, I'm not saying anything. Like, I'm saying what's in the court documents. It's being recorded by the United States government. They already know. So, yeah, so basically, he got in a little tangle up with the Illinois State. Went to the Illinois State prison for a while, and what ended up happening was, he was directing traffic from there allegedly, or he got convicted. So so he was basically directing traffic. There was this, visits, phone calls, everything was circled around him and getting it popping. Saying, with his organization. They moving it, they making things happen. They, people are being penalized, a lot of stuff. So with this being the case, the authorities basically were somehow, alerted or whatever, and they tangled up the guy who was visiting him. They made him wear a little bug in his visiting badge, right? So for those who've been to the PZ, the Penn PZ, right? You come, when visitors come, they bam, they go like this. You know what I'm saying? I come visit you, I clip on my thing. Hey, what's up, bro? This guy, he put the little situation, like a little bug type thing in this thing, and then bam. They ended up discovering 6 weeks later. So mind you, 6 weeks, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of directions. That's a lot of, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, bro, ain't doing this right. You know what I'm saying? Nah. No. A lot of things were said in that 6 week period, but at the end of the 6 week period, he ended up discovering it, I guess. So back, they had to, clap down on him. So, basically, he got a whole list of charges. I want to say 40 or something like that. And he got found guilty, all of them. Continuing criminal enterprise, all this. So long story short, this is on the Illinois State. He ends up getting shipped over right there to the feds, right? So I don't even know the rating of this federal penitentiary, but it was I don't even know if it's USP. I just know it's Florence, Colorado, ADX, right? So for those that don't know, this is an underground federal prison. So it's not like you're not just yard. No. You up under the ground. You get what I'm saying? So 23 and 1. And it's something the size of a parking space. You feel me? So maybe smaller than the parking space, depending, right? So even one of the wardens, I guess he had made like a speech saying, hey, this joint is not even for humanity. You know what I'm saying? He acknowledged, like, this ain't for nobody. A little flying here. So anyway, yeah, so he ends up getting banged, right? So a list of celebrities have mentioned him. So for those who have seen the show Drink Champs, shout out to Drink Champs, Noriega and EFN. It's a great show. So when they brought Kanye over there, remember Kanye's from Chicago, right? So they brought Kanye over there, and he brought Lil Larry, right? Lil Larry Hoover, his son. Basically, he was speaking on his behalf, like, hey, this is my daddy. Whatever had happened. He's 71 years old. Let him go. Blah 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 blah. There's been a host of celebrities that speak on him. There's also been a host of celebrities that I feel like sharing a negative light to him, like the White 100. I feel like whatever, anytime he mentions his name, it's not doing any justice. He's even putting his name with any of that drama, especially you got too much negative energy surrounding your whole like fame and all that stuff. It's not. So yeah, that's not beneficial for him. You get what I'm saying? And on top of that, you got too much like I don't know, you a little shaky. But anyway, so moving forward, right? Yeah, they've been all speaking up on his behalf, trying to get him out, trying to get him a pardon, right? So he ended up filing something because some laws were passed about it's up to the court discretion to move and blah blah blah. So mind you, he's supposed to die in ADX, right? In Florence, Colorado, underground, in 23-1. So that means, so for those that don't know, you in this little tiny cinder block concrete room. You got your metal toilet, right? You got your water, your little metal water commode, whatever, and your little cement slab. That's your bed, right? And then anything that you can accumulate from that time that you're there. So you probably gonna have you a stack of letters, a whole bunch of pictures. You know, you gonna probably have you a, you know, whatever you got that's going on. Maybe he got. Honestly, I don't think there's no cell phones at ADX. To be honest with you, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know about that one. I don't think there's no cell phones at ADX. You know, so yeah, but so it's not like no stating that. So anyway, so you know, he got that. He got this little room. So 23-1 is this. So 23 hours a day, that's where you at. 1 hour a day, they're gonna walk you on your leash, and you're gonna go and you're gonna. You know what I'm saying? You like this, and you go playtime, it's recess, but you in another cinder block room that's just a little bigger. You feel me? I think maybe they have a little fresh air, but then I don't even think they see in the sun like that. So, with that being the case, right? Yeah, man, it's not a good life. This ain't no place for no. You feel me? Unless he some sort of did something to kids or something. This ain't no place for some. Like, come on, man, let that guy. And so, and it's also worth pointing out. This man is 71 years old, I think, like 71, or he been down since 1973, 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 2023, bro, like 1973. Nah, 83, 93. I just want to make sure I ain't tripping. 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 2023. Like, come on. Let the guy go. Like, what? So, what hazard could you possibly pose to a community at 71 years old? You, like, to be honest, this organization has spread so far and wide, the different cultures and races, this, that, and the third, that I really don't think you're gonna have that much, like, authority over them. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, bro, you just did all them years. Like, you ain't. Look here, y'all. Yeah, he gonna be speaking peace and you know what I'm saying. He gonna be speaking peace and positivity. I'm telling you, bro. He's not finna be. Oh, look, check it out. What's the prices on the kilo? Nah, bro. He'd be stupid. That's not him. He's a smart dude. This dude ain't no idiot. Obviously, he didn't formulate everybody up under his, you know what I'm saying, under his wings, being an idiot. He's a smart man. You get what I'm saying? So. And he got a lot of people behind him. And not to mention, you got to think all his kids. It's just not even. You're not. Come on, man. 71 years old. You're not finna beat. What the courts really expect? You think he gonna tie man down on his head and be like, "All right, homie, what you doing?" Like, nah, bro. This dude 71 years old. He don't pose no. Like, let him go. You feel me? That man, he trying to spend the rest of his time with his son. Mind you, his son's about 40 or whatever. You get what I'm saying? He trying to just, and you know, my position. So. Let me not get too emotional about it, because I kind of feel like, look, come on. Now, the more I think about it, like, y'all being some bullies. Okay, so he filed something saying, hey, look, let me go. They didn't deny it. It's still in limbo. And he also for parole in Illinois State, right? Now, in Illinois State, the guy, according to a couple of interviews that I had seen, the guy's thinking, like, nah, it's not going to happen quite yet. This is my thesis on it. If Trump come back in, he's going to go home. I feel like he's going to go home. Kanye and Trump is friends, even though Trump know Kanye is a little crazy, right? But shit, Trump a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if Trump come back in, I believe he's going to come home. I believe he'll come home from everything. This is Fed, state, all that. Now, if he doesn't, I think he'll leave ADX, but I don't think he'll come home. Like, there's, you know what I'm saying? And another thing that people need to do is they need to separate the man from the legend, right? So, the man, this dude's a father. You know what I'm saying? He's a father. He's a man. He's not, you know what I'm saying? His capabilities are that of somebody his age. He's 71 years old. You know, he's gray hair. I don't know if y'all seen these recent pictures. He got gray hair. That man's got gray hair, gray beard. You know, he's not that spry young fella that he once was. You know, now he's a little older. What's he let him watch his Jeopardy, and you know what I'm saying? Let him watch his day shows. You know, and so that's the man. He's an older guy. The legend, you gotta think, this is what the court looking at it like. This man has started an organization with approximately 10 to 30,000 members in the city of Chicago, right? That's just Chicago. Then you got, you know what I'm saying, Washington. Then you got the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Arkansas, all the southern states, some of the eastern states. It's not as much west unless you're talking about like Washington. But all over, all this, you get what I'm saying? Like Midwest, there's a lot, bro. There's a lot. And you really can't even, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even going legitimately, you're not going to account for, we not. Maybe they could account for everybody, but that's not for us. So the point is that they looking at that. They looking at how many murders, how many this, how many that, what this organization get from that, and this and that, and they control drug trade. But you got to think at the end of the day, this is the legend. This is not the man. This is a guy. This is a man that got a family. Like I said, he's older. He's 71 years old. He probably, man, come on, this guy, give him a break, man. Like, yeah, a lot of things happen, but I figure like this. If you could let out Harry O, right? For those who don't know about Harry O, go Google Harry O. Look him up on YouTube, right? Harry O from, I want to say from Bounty Hunters or something like that. He's blood. And he helped fund Death Row. And he was responsible for big, this, that, the third. If y'all could, I'm not saying he shouldn't be free. I believe he should be free. He's an older guy. Let him go. You feel me? So, but if y'all could let Trump release Harry O, right? Harry O, Trump release Harry O. Okay. If y'all could let Freeway Ricky Ross go, I ain't talking about, the correctional officer rapper guy. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Rick Ross, the authentic original, right? Freeway Ricky Ross. And shout out to both of these guys. I'm glad they home. But I'm just saying. So Rick Ross, come on, bro. This is a certified, like nobody moved more drugs than Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? Not Jeff Ford. Larry Hoover didn't, I promise you, didn't move more drugs than Rick Ross. He's home right now chilling. You know what I'm saying? He all doing interviews, hanging out, creating businesses. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, if he can go home, why can't Larry Hoover go home? You know what I'm saying? So separate the man from the legend. That's what I feel like the government needs to do. Because if they don't, they're going to just look at what he did. But the bottom line, in my personal opinion, I believe what's going to have to happen is Trump is going to have to get him out. If Trump doesn't come back, I'm not trying to make this like a political thing. Me personally, like, I like one thing about Trump. Well, two things about Trump, and the rest I'm kind of like, you get what I'm saying? He's good with the economy, and he lets a lot of people out that are, it's like an extreme sentence, right? So it's also worth pointing out, right? While we're at it, before we basically conclude this, America has, out of all the world's prison population, America has 25% of that world's prison population. So I don't know how many countries is in America. How many countries is in the world? You know what I'm saying? You probably got 30-something, 40-something in Africa alone. You know what I'm saying? Probably got another 30 in Asia or something like that. North America. Like, we got a quarter of the world's prison population. So, that tells you something. Like, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this needs to stop. This is something that, and so this is a step in the right direction. Long story short, man. If Trump comes in, I believe that he'll let this man go. Free and clear. Maybe parole, whatever, but I don't see Trump, he's smart. Like, even though he's an asshole and on it, he's smart. Like, he'll shoot the dice on something if he feels like Because you got to remember, imagine the backlash of what somebody would get if he got out and did something crazy, right? Now, Trump, on the other hand, Trump's not stupid. See, a lot of the Democratic Party and all that, they're a little bit more like cautious, and they're like, I don't know about that. And then they're more worried about how they look. Trump just don't give a damn. Trump's like, yeah, guess what, Larry? You come home today. Yeah. You want to give your TV away to your homies? You know what I'm saying? Get that little bubble TV, go and shoot it down the hall somewhere. Yeah, DT, letting you come home. You know? So, if he gets reelected, I feel like he's going to go home. You know what I'm saying? And plus all these motions that he's filing, he's... Then at the age, it's just so many things that comes into play. Like, and then on top of that, to my knowledge, under the feds, he was never convicted of no murders. So it's like, oh, this is from drugs. Like, come on, bro, some drugs. The government, y'all bringing it in. You feel me? Like, so y'all can't get the, what about the CIA bringing the drugs? Like, they're not in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, let's be fair, right? So anyway, I say all that to say that my personal opinion is if Trump gets reelected, he's going to go home. If he doesn't, I feel like he'll leave ADX and go to somewhere maybe to the state or go to a different lower level, but I don't believe that he'll go home. You know, I hope he do. Shout out to him. Shout out to his family. You know, shout out to everybody that's been in his corner the whole time, that, you know, seeking the righteousness or whatever. You know, and we'll just stay tuned to see. We don't really know, you know. So anyway, until next time, I hope y'all had a you know, decent piece of intel watching this video. You got you know, you got a good peace of mind on it. You got another point of view. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe and comment. Salute.